You know, it amazes me how reading one verse can take you on a journey of discovery. And that's what happened to me this morning. I read Psalm 18, verse 30, and it says, "As for God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all that trust in him." And I thought, well, a buckler, that's not something, it's not a word we use very often. So what exactly is a buckler? So I did a little research. I looked in a dictionary. I did. But I'm going to go with Old Strong's for this one. In Psalms 18:30, a buckler is a shield, for example, the small one or buckler. Figuratively, it is a protector. So I went and looked on the internet for pictures. And the pictures on the internet showed like a very small thing that could protect your hand, for instance, if you're doing a sword fight. But a shield is more like this. It protects a whole lot more than a buckler. And I thought, well, that's pretty cool. Let's see what else we can find in the Bible about shields and bucklers. So I went to Psalm 91:4 because this is a familiar passage that says his truth shall be a shield and buckler. Cool. Now let's compare them. A shield is Strong's 6793, which is a large shield as in guarding something. But a buckler, same verse, different word in the Hebrew. It's 5507, which is something surrounding someone. It's translated both shield and buckler. Like, okay, this is getting a little weird here. You've got the same words, shield, buckler, what's what? Okay, a little bit more study. I went to Ephesians 6:16. This is a familiar one also. It talks about putting on the shield of faith as part of the armor of God. Well, the word shield in the Greek is 2375. It's a large shield, as in a door-shaped shield. I kind of envision this, if you've ever seen the movies with the old-time Roman shield, that's just this huge thing that goes in front of them. And that's the shield we're supposed to put on. But I thought, okay, we have shield, we have buckler. Okay, so there are 4 words in the Bible that are translated buckler. Now we've already talked about one, which is the small thing that would like go on your hand. But if we continue on, there are other words translated buckler in the Old Testament. 5507, something surrounding the person, as in a shield, also translated buckler. 6793, it's the same word that's used for shield in Psalm 91:4. 7420, it's from this is weird, it's from an unused root meaning to hurl, like a lance as thrown, especially the iron point, but it is translated buckler, javelin, lancet, or spear. The same Hebrew word, it's translated all. Now you wouldn't think of a buckler as being the same as a javelin or a spear. Okay, so let's look at the word shield. The word shield has comes from a couple of different words in the Strong's. We've already talked about 6793. over here in Psalm 91:4, where it's a large shield. We've talked about 2375, which is also a large door-shaped shield. But the word translated shield is also from 4043, which is also translated buckler. It is also, now this is going to get you here, 3591, something to strike with. This is a shield, something to strike with. For example, a dart, and it's translated lance, shield, spear, or target. So that's your lesson today on shield and buckler. I encourage you to grab your Bible, grab your concordance, and look at where the words are used in different locations, different verses in the Bible, shield and buckler. Remember, God is your shield and your buckler, and even if it's a buckler on your hand, and you also have the big shield that covers all of you. No matter which way you look at it, God is your protector.